getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir.
Alright, delicious people, welcome to the build video. It's been a while, hasn't it? So, today I have essentially gone into the Tenant Cycron and unlocked my ultra ego, being my super ego and my true ego going together as a mid-maxer. I even mid-maxed going to the bathroom, which is very interesting. I'll probably not make that video, ever. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So, today, we're going to be checking out the Cycron, specifically as a heat Cycron. The reason being is because heat is actually based off of the total damage done with the heat itself. Crit is taken into consideration, and so is galvanized shot, but specifically is only the heat. So what I wanted to do was min-max that by making it only where it has two statuses. The reason why is because when you actually take into consideration the mathematics of it and you actually do your tests, it turns out that heat could rival Slash if only it has enough heat and enough heat damage. So essentially the procs need to just do enough damage and there has to be enough of them. Which is why we're going with a full fire rate and pure status. With one crit chance mod, just because we want to squeeze as much damage as possible out of this. And yes, we will be using a Bane mod. The reason why is because the 55% more damage becomes 110% because it's applied twice. Then, you end up getting the heat damage cut down to 35% of the damage, and then it gets times by 110%, making it a lot. Essentially, I won't get into too much of the math, but that's essentially where we're going here. And, so yeah. And basically, that's our build today. But, first things first, can it take out acolytes? I won't show any footage of this because the footage isn't very good, so I'll just tell you straight up that you'd rather take a acolyte killer due to the fact that an acolyte killer is necessary when you're dealing with status weapons. The status weapons do not have enough direct damage in order to do what is necessary to do a lot of killing when it comes to the acolytes themselves. Although against fodder like goons and like heavy gunners and stuff, it is amazing, which is the whole point of this build. It's supposed to be your kill entire hordes of people and then save something for the acolytes, which is what you should be doing if you're going to a really high area without using crit, which I definitely would suggest using crit against acolytes. So, without further ado, here is the build. For today's build, we have anemic rigidity for massive amounts of fire rate to offset creeping bullseye, which brings critical chance up to 60%. And even though the critical multiplier is here, keep in mind this is a pure status build, and we're just squeezing out as much damage as possible. Viral, full 60-60, in order to get it up to status 120%. Due to my calculations alongside galvanized shot, having 20% chance per hit to get another heat proc is actually a little bit more better than having a mid-max build, which basically is just a better version of mid-maxing to where it actually matters. We'll be using a Bane mod, and the reason why is because Flare would take the place of a Hornet Strike. So we basically don't need Hornet Strike, but we can make it even more powerful by using this, since with heat, it does more damage by doubling up the effect, meaning it'll be 110% bonus on the status effect itself, which, due to how heat works, that essentially will be the total heat you have here calculated with crit, and then you take that, divide it into 35%, I believe, and then you times it by 110%. And you should get how many damage you're going to be doing per status. So that's pretty great. And we're also going to be using Ruinous Extension because this is a beam weapon with a battery. And because it has a battery, this is completely unrealistic to use this, basically. So we're using this instead because it has no recoil, so no need for that. Alright. Alright, I hope it was very entertaining for you, and I will say, in order to get a hold of this, you need to go fight a Sister of Parvos. And the Sister of Parvos must be rolling a Cycron. In order to do this specifically, you would have to use a Heat Cycron around 40%, because mine is around 40%, so yeah. And when it comes to that situation, what you want to do is you want to go to the Granum Void, which is, you get the coins, you specifically put a Zenith one. Damn, Discord, come on, man. Anyway, sorry. But, we should be able to get you into that. What is happening on Discord right now? Hold on, let me handle this. Alright, I fixed it. And then I also managed to remember what I was talking about. So, go to the Granum Void, which is giving a coin to the big giant golden hand, specifically the Zenith Granum Void. And what you need to do, which a lot of people don't let you know, is you do not ever go to the exit. If you go to extraction, before you go into the hand, you will actually make it to where the exit is no longer a new room. And what ends up happening is, because the sisters only spawn in new rooms, then you won't get a sister. I thought I turned it off. Anyway, let's just get this over with. So yeah, you go in there, do the Granum Void, get at least a tier 1 reward, and you should get a sister popping up. And make sure you do not touch your what's that, contact's action button until you see that they have a Cycron. If they have the Tenant Cycron, then you go and grab it. You want to use a Heat Progenitor, and there is a website called fandom.com, which will be able to show you the progenitor. Just Google the words Warframe Lich Progenitor. It's basically the same progenitors for them. And yeah, go and grab yourself a Heat one, or grab yourself a Toxin one if you want to, because remember, the way I do things does not always have to be the way that you do things. You should go into a video, take information out of it, learn from that information, and apply it to whatever playstyle you have. Remember, to each their own in a good way. As long as it's effective, it does not matter what you use. In fact, I used Inaros today just to show you the weapon, but I'm gonna give this to my Ureti, and we're gonna have a wonderful time being a little bish pair. So, sorry, I was about to get graphic, but you know what I'm talking about. Giggity. Anyway, have wonderful, wonderful nightmares, and I'll see you in them. And remember, if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Mwah. Good night, baby.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when